Hello? Hello?
Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello.
Timon, you're muted. Hello? Uh-oh.
And he's gone.
Oh no, come back.
Welcome back to another episode of Geeking Out, y'all. Where we're gonna come out and geek out. Oh, there you go.
All right.
There he is.
Can you say something, Timon, so we can hear you?
Testing one, testing two.
Testing
Got
all
you.
the way.
Yep.
We are good to go.
Oh.
You are free to launch.
Hey y'all.
Hi.
What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Geeking Out, where usually four of us will get together and talk about whatever we're geeking out in pop culture. Happy Monday, Billy Berserker.
Hey Billy, how you doing?
Hey Billy.
What's up?
We love Billy.
And so that could be anything between, comics, movies, TV shows, books, all the things, all the medias.
Yeah, whatever you fanning out about, I'm sure we are too.
Yes, absolutely.
So today is very special.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Mondays can be very testing. I took a long ass nap this evening.
Yeah, me too, and I went to a funeral, which is why I needed one. So.
Ooh. It's draining, y'all.
It is. But here we are.
Yes.
Beautiful in black. I see everybody tonight. I love it.
Yeah, right.
Yes, Julian.
Yes.
I was hat. It's the hat.
Honestly, I was wearing like a tank top and I was gonna rock that, and I was just like, oh, whatever. But then I was like, we're doing what? American Horror Story? I was like, oh, Coven, what do I have? Hat.
Everything.
Oh, cut. I'm ready.
Yes.
Yes, Julian. I know you ready to get for Robot Shows Academy. I see you over there.
I'm ready. I was like, what do I have that's black and couture? I was like, oh, not too much, but something.
Yes. So as they said tonight, we're talking about American Horror Story, and that's the show by Ryan Murphy and Brad there on FX. Even though Ryan Murphy has left FX, I believe, and he's moved to Netflix.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll start seeing side effects of that soon. Like great things.
Like that whole studio, because FX is part of like Fox Broadcasting. So like, because he was over Glee, and so they got some money out of him from both channels.
He made his coin from FX. So Ryan, you can do whatever you want, honestly.
Right.
I guess, at this point.
I'm just saying because between Glee being on for as long as it was, and then he's got American Horror Story, and then like those miniseries, other
American Horror Stories, and then Nip Tuck. Don't forget he did those too.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He's been making his money from FX. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How does this spin off?
How is it?
Yeah.
How old is it?
Yes.
Oh, season 2 comes out in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Isn't there like another? Like he has another like mini series that he's done. It's like American crime stories. Like
he does American Crime Story. He does American Horror Stories. He did Scream Queens. And Scream Queens is on Fox. American Horror Stories is on FX.
Yeah.
Ryan Murphy, he pimped them. He pimped them for sure.
And Pose. He had.
Yeah.
He had Pose too. So yeah, he was making them and himself lots of money.
I forgot that was him.
Or at least he had his hand in it.
No, it was his baby.
Yeah, he executive produces a lot of stuff.
Why not? Make that money.
Right.
Or help us make it. Do something.
Something. All right, guys. So, also really, really quick shout out to like Instagram. We are all on Geeking Out, guys.
Wait a minute. So what about Pose? So, we've watched Pose. I'm sure all of us have watched Pose.
Yeah.
Are you saying this is your first time like hearing about Pose, Billy? Because it's good. Join the club.
So good. Pose is so good.
Yeah.
Listen, Billy, I've only seen an episode and a few episodes. I saw the whole first season, and I saw the first episode of season 2. But I cried so much on that episode, I did not go back and watch the show. But then I saw other episodes sprinkled throughout.
You gotta watch the rest of it.
Oh my God.
I think they did a good job with wrapping it up. Like, yes, I would love to have more, but they wrapped it up really well, and so thankful for that show and that opportunity to see some history.
Oh yeah, for sure. I learned stuff from watching that show too. I didn't know that place existed in New York, where the people who've died of AIDS, they had their names written on the rocks, and then they were scattered off on that. I was like, oh my God, that's a beautiful tribute, and that's what made me cry.
Yeah,
I didn't know that existed. It was a lot.
Oh yeah, so
this is the month for it, guys. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Happy Pride.
Yes. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Share the link that you're watching right now.
Like, subscribe, all those things.
All those things. What's all the stuff? Subscribe. The buttons. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Sorry that I'm eating.
She hungry.
I am.
It's
Twitch. What's the other thing? TikTok. We're on other things. No.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Happy Pride. Woo-woo.
Happy Pride.
I love that for y'all. All right. Y'all ready?
Oh yeah, let's do it. So as usual, we have a wonderful drinking game, and today's word is going to be supreme.
Ooh, okay.
Supreme.
Yes. All right.
If you are an American Horror Story fan, you know that word sits in your heart forever.
But also, like, if you know us, you know that we are all about some witches on this show.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
I think just about all of us, we are into some witches.
100%.
150%. Yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about those other seasons, but y'all get ready. You know, we might.
We might.
If we get there. No, but we have to talk about Apocalypse. I feel like.
That's included.
Oh, okay.
Apocalypse is included.
Wow. I was gonna say.
Okay.
So we all took a little quiz, and the quiz was telling us which character out of all the seasons of this show who we were. So this was interesting. I was wondering how they're gonna figure it out, but hey.
There's what, 8 seasons?
There's a lot of questions. Yeah, it's 10 seasons. It's 10 seasons. Season 11 is getting ready to drop soon.
Okay, so let's show our results.
You know what, Ricky? Zoe was fired up and she was ready to fight all the time. So that's not a shock. But she also cared. She cared for other people. She cared for other people. She took charge when she had to. Right. Her special ability.
What was her? I don't remember.
She's the Black Widow, baby.
That's right.
You can't lay down with her.
That's right.
You can't lay down with her.
That's right. She killed her boyfriend, right at the beginning. What's his face?
She killed her boyfriend. She killed the frat guy.
You know what? That further confirms that I will forever be alone for the rest of my life. That's okay. That's okay.
Widow, baby.
I'm okay with that. Surprisingly,
you got us. You got your coven. So you
right? Yes, I don't. Like I'm saying, like I don't need nobody. I'm just saying, I'm okay with that. Just saying. Let's see. Let's do another one. Julian.
Oh yeah.
The Supreme.
I got the one that was fitting, I suppose, right? So I took mine. I got Cordelia Fox, who is the Supreme. Yes. Honestly, her reveal was so great. Because you didn't think that she was going to be the Supreme. Like, you know, honestly, we all thought it was going to be someone entirely different. This bitch, she came out.
We all did, yeah.
Came out of nowhere. So that was no. She was something special. So I guess. So I thought I'd give myself a trophy or two.
She was something special.
You know, I thought Cordelia had a really good story arc on Coven. I thought that, and even Apocalypse, right?
Yeah.
I love one thing I love about American Horror Story is how they have different themes, underlying themes. And Coven's was about motherhood, and so her relationship with her mother and how that sort of suppressed her journey, just her as a general. And you know, so a lot of us don't have, some of us don't have powers, right? So how are you suppressed by your parents? It just makes you think about all those different things. It was really cool.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Ooh.
Girl, I'm gonna get my life together. I'm gonna get my life together. There we go.
Okay. Jermaine.
I told Jermaine, I'll see that for you.
Okay, so which one is this?
Tate Langdon is from season 1. He is the actual.
From Murder House. Yeah.
He's from Murder House, and so in season 1, his character committed he committed a shooting at school.
Trigger warning, because you know recent things.
Yeah. So, but as the recent things, we're going to talk about a very sensitive subject, guys. But Tate killed some of his students at school, and then he killed himself at home. And so he was too stuck in the murder house. So on Halloween, the ghosts of the people he killed will come and sort of try to kidnap him and destroy even the little bit of happiness that he has. But you find out so many more things about Tate and Apocalypse. So cool that actually he wasn't evil. He was possessed by not possessed, but he was sort of influenced by the devil the entire time.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I do enjoy how they've interwoven a lot of like the different seasons together. Yep. You know, that I'll give them that. I was like, all right, I see this now.
And that's not hard. That's not easy to do.
No, it's not. Not to do completely like different horror settings and stories entirely, and still be able to bring them together. Like what?
Yeah. And what's cool about it, before the first 4 seasons, that wasn't even a topic, or that wasn't even a something that they were even thinking about doing, combining the different seasons. They were literally written to be an anthology and separate, but the people spoke.
Yeah, I thought they would be an anthology, that they would be separate, especially because it's like, the same actors kind of come back and play the different characters, different universes and like horror stories. So it's like, I don't know. You wouldn't think that they'd be able to put them all together, but they found a way.
Yep.
I think they're supposed to be technically all in the same universe.
They are.
Yes. It's cool.
Yeah, so that's
cool. But, all their meta moments are the best ones. But
oh yeah, we'll get to that.
This Barbara Walters bit, I can't.
Lana Winters.
That one had me. I almost died when she came on screen, but we'll get to that part again.
Before we get into the last one for Taman, so Billy was talking about content warnings, first episode of Orville. I haven't seen Orville yet.
Me either.
That's the one. It's like they're in space. It has the guy from the creator of Family Guy in it. Is that who that is?
MacFarlane.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane.
I was like Orville Redenbacher.
I want popcorn.
Right. I'm hot and cold with him.
Okay. Oh,
yeah, because I'm not a big fan of, like, after a while, like, Family Guy is not my favorite.
No, it's not. Okay.
I think American Dad was a lot better, but like, out of all of them, and the one that I really enjoyed the most that has nothing to do with Seth MacFarlane is Bob's Burgers. I feel like Bob's Burger is like the supreme Fox cartoon, adult family cartoon.
Okay. All right.
It's the what Fox family cartoon?
It's the supreme.
Oh, bitch. All right, guys. So there's vodka in here.
Oh yeah. All right. So for Taman, you got, of course.
Oh, awesome.
I too am Supreme Cordelia Fox.
I too am a Supreme.
I too am a Supreme.
Can that be another phrase? I want that on a t-shirt. I too am a supreme.
That is a good T-shirt. I too am a supreme.
So, what are your characteristics that are similar to Miss Cordelia?
So
This one.
I didn't have a rough relationship with my mother. It was me and her for a very long time. But I guess no matter how talented you are or how encouraged or nurtured you are, there's always some part of you that has self doubt. And so that was a part that I think I connected with Cordelia because I oftentimes have doubted my skills or abilities and not really went all the way where I wanted to in those abilities because of those self doubts. And so Cordelia Fox says that you can do anything, even stab yourself in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Protect the coven, Cordelia Fox.
I mean, that is a word, honestly.
I think you have to make some kind of sacrifice to make your way to the absolute top, right?
Yeah, I mean, her mother had to die, But and I thought that was some of the best. What's the word? Irony that her mother had to die so she can live, and they have a conversation about that. But we'll talk about that later. They have her and Jessica Lange have a conversation in the final episode about that, which was powerful. Oh, yeah. Sip. Thank you.
Right.
Oh.
He's coming on. All right, so I'm about to take off this screen here and put this back on. When he's ready to come on, we'll add him in. Oh, there he is.
He'll be here. He'll be here shortly.
There he is. Hey, Jermaine.
Hey.
Who's Supreme?
Okay. Oh, Supreme. I'm gonna need a refill. Actually, I do.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, I came with one.
Actually, I do. So my question to the panel is: if our characters that we got in our quiz was placed in one season of American Horror Story, what would that season be about? So now we have two Cordelias. So we have two Cordelias. We have a Zoe and we have a Tate Langdon. What in the hell is this show about?
I want one. I feel like they haven't done one about doppelgangers yet.
Oh, they haven't.
Oh, that would be perfect.
That would be fun.
Okay, do you want to be the good one or the evil one, Julian? Right. Which one do you want to be?
Okay, so I want to choose the evil one because I want to be the badass and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be the evil one, blah blah blah. But I think I would actually be the good one, just because.
Okay, I'll take the evil one then. No pressure.
No, I'll take it if you want. But I feel like it's gonna be hard to get into that mindset where maybe not. We could burn the world down.
Yeah, I mean, we literally just did.
I think, yeah, I would love a doppelganger season, almost like Us, just like which one's the good one, which one's the bad one, which one's supposed to, because we all know they don't. If you find your doppelganger, you're supposed to take them out on site. I'm supposed to put it on the wall. You're supposed to take them out on site. If you didn't know that, now you know. So if you find your doppelganger, take them out.
It depends on which continuity and rules you're going by. If you're going by Us, then yeah, you take out your doppelganger on site. But if you're going by JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, if you see your doppelganger, you're not supposed to touch, or else both of you get obliterated.
Oh,
true. That would be a good. That would be good. That would be a good season.
I think so too.
Doppelganger.
Could you imagine the good Supreme and the bad Supreme fighting against each other at the end? That'd be great.
Yeah, and actually,
that sounds like Once Upon a Time.
It would make for
a
mystery thriller. You know what I mean? Because you don't know who it is. What's happening. You're like, oh, I see this person. But they're doing good things, and then I see them again. Oh, they're doing bad things. What am I looking at? You know what I mean? It's going to be very much that kind of thing. So I think I enjoy that, actually. That would be a really good idea. To kind of put all this together.
I do like
I want it.
And then, honestly, the continuity works perfect because we learned more about Tate Langdon in Coven 2.0.
And Apocalypse.
And then literally all the other three are part of the Coven. So, honestly, we're talking about Coven 3.0, you mean?
Exactly. We literally just pitched season 3 for Coven. Doppelgangers.
Exactly.
The multiverse. We're doing WandaVision Coven. We're getting it together. Do you hear me?
Copyright.
I think we just answered your one question.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
I could take it out without touching. Just call some people. See? Billy's on top. Billy knows what he's doing.
Loophole. Yes, Billy.
Loophole.
And he's like, I'll have it done no matter what. So if I see him on site, we gotta get him.
Look,
take the shot.
Figure it out.
Right. And located 12 o'clock right in front of me. Come on. Take him out.
Shot. Thank you.
He's seen enough horror movies to know that it's not going to be him. Not that they say
it. I have to double check the rules because I can't remember if it's you can't just touch them or if it's like you can't touch them or look at them.
Oh, for your dog.
Oh God.
Yeah, look at them too.
Or you can't make eye contact.
That's strange.
I'm just saying, like, I just feel like
eye contact. You know what I mean?
I feel like Billy's solution works for all of these instances.
Yeah. Just you go ahead, here's your suitcase full of money. You see this bitch? That's not me, but it is me.
The problem would be is like, what if the people that you hired actually work for your doppelganger and they turn on you and like take your money and then kill you instead?
Well, my doppelganger is a smart ass bitch.
Right. I mean, game recognizes game, I guess.
Okay, hello.
So how do we cover this? Because this is still going to be part of that season of Coven 3.0.
This is part of Coven 3.0. We have to figure it out.
We're putting it. The whole storyline is coming together. Don't worry.
We're ready.
I'm ready.
We got to figure out how to get Madison Montgomery back. But other than that, we're good to go.
I know, right? We're going to revive her yet again.
And honestly, she's so fun. She's a fun thing of that show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise, bitch! It's time.
Right. Doppelganger AHS, the supreme season of intrigue.
Yes. Well, on that note, we're going to take a commercial break.
Billy said, "Drink."
Drink, bitches, drink.
But yeah, let's go to commercial break real quick.
Do we have a long commercial?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I need to go pour some things in this cup.
You got 50 seconds.
Oh, perfect.
All right, ready, set, go.
Oh.
So with that moment, I had made a Facebook post saying like I need to remember that like my facial expressions are very loud, and they can be very loud. It's just the whole like it was so much easier to not show my confusion or like my shock when I had a mask on my face, and like a figurative mask, but also like a literal mask because of COVID. Like I could
like the actual mask. Yeah.
Yes. So, but just and it's hard to do that when you're on Zoom and you're trying to like sit through a meeting and not look like what the heck is going on here. This is ridiculous. I'm still eating, but we're back.
We made it back.
Yeah, that was commercial. That was a clip from about 2 episodes ago for Black Girls Hyper Focus.
I gotta figure out
our stream show. Actually, we're gonna move it to other stuff. We're gonna move to Facebook Live soon too. So it's gonna be a new episode on Wednesday.
Love it.
Oh. Yes, and Tara is so awesome. Thanks, Billy. You ready?
Yes, we are. So, American Horror Story debuted October 5th, 2011. So that has been a great run. That's over 11 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know how long it took me to even like start the first season? It took me like years.
Yeah, it took me a while to get
I started accidentally. I was at a house party when I lived in Nashville, and they were watching this, and you know, while people were playing cards and eating their I was like, "What is this? It's horror. I've never seen this before."
Right.
Hooked. Me and my best friend was watching it there, everywhere.
It's
And
definitely something I have to watch during the daytime.
Yeah.
Is it that scary?
Parts of it.
Some seasons are pretty rough, are pretty creepy.
Right.
Like Hope is rough.
I think there's the it's not necessarily, there are parts that are gory, and like the jump scares that they occasionally have, like I don't handle well when like I'm sitting in the dark. So like I like to watch them. I'll binge them during the daytime. But like it took me like years to watch season 1. Like I think I watched season 1 like maybe a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was really wanting to watch Coven, so like I just took a chance and started watching it.
So that's what everybody did. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people did. Started with Coven.
I was gonna say that's one I started, and I still haven't even seen the first season. I think I've only seen
Murder House.
Murder House was good though. I actually
Murder House
enjoyed
took
Murder House.
forever.
There we have it.
So here's the thing. I watched all of the seasons, of course, but my replay value, I don't watch anything before Coven. Like I don't go back and watch Murder House. I don't go back and watch the side. I have rewatched these seasons before, but if I'm just like, for this episode of the show and for lounging around, it's probably going to be Coven or Apocalypse or Roanoke.
See, that's how I know that you are like a horror fan, because this is not something that I can comfort watch. Like I have to like intentionally watch it. But look, if I'm gonna sit and watch this, I'm gonna sit and watch it. This is not something like I can just throw on like Steven Universe and just fall asleep and then get back into it when I wake up.
Yeah. Oh no, this is definitely a comfort show for me.
Tuck me in at night. A little bit of gore killing, like, oh, perfect.
Like, if I'm watching this at nighttime, I need all the lights on. All the lights.
I mean, Myrtle Snow makes everything better. So anytime Myrtle Snow is around,
she's everything. She's still everything.
She is still everything.
Oh my god, I forgot of that character is everything.
So I did a little digging around, and IMDb, of course, ranked them based off, viewerships and things of that nature. And so they gave us their top 3 seasons of what American Horror Story have based on viewerships and those things. So I have them for us tonight. But before I release that,
don't start.
Come back, Billy's question.
Oh, I got you.
Since I am not a horror fan, I didn't watch it at all until I saw it at work, and now I saw it as soon as I saw it. I was connected, Billy. I'm with you. IMDb number 3 on the list is Apocalypse. Number 2 is Murder House, and the top watch season is Asylum.
Okay.
I was really shocked, but I'm not. Number 4 was Coven, so I was like, okay, that makes sense for Coven and Apocalypse to be next to each other.
Right. I guess I would think that Coven would be top because if you're someone that's on social media a lot and like that looks on Twitter and like Tumblr, the like Coven is so memeable and gifable.
Yeah.
Angela
Bassett alone.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Marie Laveau.
I
have a question. How did you get into the show before?
Doing a list of spin rounds, like come around the corner. Bet you thought you saw the last of me.
Surprise, bitch. You thought you saw the last of me.
And like, I don't remember them. I guess because I haven't really thought about it, because they don't really like live tweet that much anymore. Like shows like that.
I thought.
Do they still do that? Like I remember, like Coven, they would live tweet, but like I don't know if they still live tweet shows anymore.
They don't. They have people like us who live tweet them, but they don't do it themselves anymore. But I agree with you. I thought Coven would have been number 1 also. Not like you said, Ricky, with the social media, with the gifts and the memes, but culturally, what it did for the franchise and how many more viewers came to the show because of Coven, I would have thought it would have been number 1, because at first it was really niche. And you had like your true horror fans who really like those type of things. But you brought Kathy Bates and Angela Bassett,
right.
And then Now we all gotta watch it, and it's about witches. Oh yeah, we all watching.
Right, and yeah, Gabby Sidibe on there too.
Oh
Like
yeah,
you
Emma
have to
Roberts, Gabby
support.
Sidibe. Yeah, we're supporting all of that.
Right.
We're supporting all of that, and they killed in their roles, by the way.
Right, they did. They definitely did.
Which season?
I was gonna say that was the season. That was the thing that made me realize that American Horror Story really had some like power behind it. To just season 1, whatever. There's a bunch of nobodies and Jessica Lange.
Dylan McDermott is.
I don't know him.
Okay.
No, because what season 1 had what's her name?
Yes. Vivian Harmon was played by
because she had just left her role on Nashville. She was.
I'm gonna. Vivian Harmon was played by.
What's her name? Oh my God.
Connie Brighton.
Yes, Connie Brighton. So, like, I love Connie Brighton from Friday Night Lights, and when she was on Nashville for a while, like I would have watched it if it wasn't scary, I would have watched it for that. But
niche actress. Don't nobody know her.
Thank you.
No.
Ooh, the shade.
Don't do Connie Brighton like that.
Don't do her.
Right.
I loved her in the 2 movies she was in. Yeah.
Oh,
Jermaine, no.
Jermaine, no.
There will be no Connie Brighton slander in my presence, okay?
And she was great in first season, and she was great when she popped her ass back for Apocalypse.
Right.
She was the one who gave birth to the Antichrist.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, basically,
she was our Rosemary.
Until Coven, they didn't have any legendary actors. Then they got Kathy Bates, which is the legendary queen of horror. And Angela Bassett, who is just a legend in herself.
Exactly.
Like, Dylan McDermott may have been in stuff before this, but he's not on the same level as Jessica Lange, Angela Bassett, and Kathy Bates.
They had so Coven was like where you really got like a star-studded cast. Like you had some heavy hitters. And that in particular, and especially when you able to keep those heavy hitters for a couple of seasons
afterwards.
Yeah.
Let me say this: Ryan Murphy has the juice. He has worked. He hires Kathy Bates, Angela Bassett, Jessica Lange, Julia Roberts, John Travolta. He gets all the people to come and work for him, and I get it. It's a quick shoot. It's probably good quality script, for the most part. And so I'm out. And I had some issues with Coven script. I had a few issues with Coven script.
Me too. It fell short a little at the end, but
it did.
Thinking from like one of the young actors' points, it's so juicing to be on set with one of them. To be go to work and be like, oh, today you have to work with Angela Bassett. Well, what? Like,
excuse me.
But then the best part is when you deliver, like, because Gabrielle Sidibe and Angela Bassett had some good scenes together, and her and Kathy Bates. And Emma Roberts and Jessica Lange had some really good scenes together.
Yeah, like
even though she killed her.
I'm just saying, like, like especially if you're like, and things like Emma Roberts by this point has been in the game for a little bit. She's still a young actress, but like, she's not completely fresh.
She's royalty. We get that, but we haven't really seen her do her thing yet.
Right, but like this was a good like platform for her to show some range in different areas.
I was like, is that Nancy Drew?
Right.
Was that Nancy Drew? And honestly,
Unfabulous from Nickelodeon. Yes.
Yes.
Oh no.
And honestly, Emma Roberts have sort of taken the role of mean girl / bitch and really elevated it to a thing. And I think you get those each generation. You have those girls who can play those characters so great.
Yeah.
And I think that Emma Roberts kicked ass as Madison Montgomery. And Madison Montgomery is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Overall.
Really? Okay.
I thought she was great.
It's funny. I did like her. So I found her character annoying. I thought she was well done. She's supposed to be annoying. She's supposed to be. But that girl is really annoying to me. so the character itself was like hard to get behind. But she fucking like killed behind like for it. But like Madison, that's what I'm saying. Like Madison was like, it's hard to love her because the character itself is like too much. Nah, she ain't my kind of girl.
Man, the thing about Madison that bothered me is she was a mean girl, as she was supposed to be. She's supposed to be annoying because she's the worst person. Like the worst person. Like you don't want, like nobody wants to hang out with her, but everybody wants to hang out with her because she's rich and beautiful. And she has the most active power. Like everybody else is like, oh, I can read minds. I have spooky coochie. And like, what do? I have telekinesis.
Oh God,
Supreme, yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh
my God.
Oh, you said spooky coochie.
Spooky coochie, you're right.
Cooch.
That's it.
Cooch. Oh, no. Can we answer this question for real?
Oh, yes. Which season could be its own show by itself?
Oh, easy, Coven. Like, no one, where's everyone clamoring for Hotel?
But here's the thing. Coven was getting its own spinoff, but he did Scream Queens instead, right? Which starred Emma Roberts as another mean girl.
And Keeper Job Palmer.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Keeper Job Palmer don't play. She stays booked. And Jamie Lee Curtis. She was in that one too. So it was like Ryan Murphy doesn't play. And I think everybody would agree that Coven is the season, because Coven is like the staple season, right? It keeps the whole thing sort of floating.
Yeah. And actually, I would have to say second easiest to do, or like second most relevant, perhaps, would be Cult. To be honest.
Cult.
Yeah,
because
it was so relevant for the times. We still have material to go with. It's happening every day.
Yeah. And honestly, to me, Cult was terrifying.
It was great. It was great. I didn't find it scary, but I thought it was just really so well layered. With the days like modern references. Oh my God! Like the fact how he corralled his people in, how this bitch was practically Omarosa, you know what I mean? This is so great. Like everything about
Silver says, or G Silver 89 says, Coven will see that got him into
the series, the franchise,
American Horror Story franchise, but whenever they have the Coven characters, they will watch.
Absolutely. And I think that's a general consensus, right? I think most people I haven't seen that in the show. Who's in this season? It's about the witches again. Okay, sure.
Okay, yeah.
Honestly, that's all I know about Apocalypse. And I was like, all right, I'll be there.
Okay, I can wait.
I was like, yes, I'll watch.
Apocalypse really pissed me off, right? Because the first 3 episodes, and I get it, right? I get it. The first 3 episodes was about establishing this world and connecting with them, and then they still all died. But everybody was waiting for the Coven to, okay, where are the witches? Where are the witches? And then they came back after this 2 year, I don't know how long it was between the seasons, but they came back after this
time gap.
Yeah. It had a nasty makeover. Cordelia looked absolutely amazing as Supreme in Apocalypse. Myrtle looked amazing. Gabrielle Sidibe looked
the whole time.
Zoe looked amazing. Oh my gosh. And then Madison came and killed. She was slaying all of them.
Mallory, okay, I like Mallory's look. Mallory's look was all the crowns. She had all the, she had all the flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Crowns. I was like, all right, throw them away. once, twice. But every fucking scene we see you like in your witch regalia, you're always wearing this fucking crown. Like, nah, girl.
Take off that fucking headband. You hear me?
Is that wait? Was Mallory the one that was like?
That's
the new one.
That's also Carrie Fisher's daughter.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Princess Leia. Oh.
Sidebar.
No, was that the one that was like Stevie Nicks is totally a witch?
The what?
Say that again.
Was that the one that was like, oh yeah, Stevie Nicks is totally a witch, and Stevie Nicks shows up and like,
oh no, that's Misty Day.
That's the Rebirth girl.
That's Misty Day.
Okay.
Mallory was in Apocalypse, and she became the new Supreme.
Oh,
Spoiler alert.
Right.
Spoiler. Oh, Supreme.
No.
Yeah.
Rebirth chick. Okay, that's who annoyed me.
Yeah.
Me too,
Rebirth
actually.
queen.
Me too.
Misty Day. Yeah.
Yeah. She was such a hit. And I can't believe I didn't like her. She was such a hippie.
I like the hippie.
Right? It's so funny.
I didn't like her until I rewatched the show again.
I like the hippie, and I was like, oh yeah, Stevie Nicks is totally a witch.
Yeah, for sure. No, she's right to worship that. I get it. Yeah, for sure. She is.
Yeah, totally.
I don't.
Oh yeah, what I was going to say is sidebar, unrelated to this, but still sort of related. You reminded me. So, Obi-Wan Kenobi is a series that's happening on Disney Plus right now.
So good.
And right now, basically the premise so far, I've only watched the first two episodes. The premise is way back when they were kids, like back when Leia and Luke were like 10 years old, Leia got kidnapped by this dude, and her adoptive parents went to Obi-Wan to ask him to help, to like rescue her. And the girl that plays baby Leia kills me so bad. Because sometimes they'll give her like these speeches, and I'll be like, it's like Diet Bear Queen from Game of Thrones. Like
that diet.
Do you remember? Yeah, you know the Bear Queen from Game of Thrones.
I get it. Yeah.
The little.
Oh yes. No, like she was like legit. I loved her.
She was super legit, and they try to make baby Leia like her, but I'm like, they don't hit right.
Yeah. Her.
And I run shit in my area, and I'm gonna fight. Yes, I loved her.
I disagree.
But also, I wanted to know if she was related to Carrie Fisher, like if that's her granddaughter. I was like, yay! But I looked it up, and it's not, and I'm like, oh.
Okay, well, the girl who they have playing her is still, I think, is doing pretty good.
I think she's great. She has the spunk of Princess Leia. She has that spunk that I would assume she would have. She comes across royal, but also not bratty. But also you can tell that she does get her way.
Also, very much seems younger than the actress that you're talking about from Game of Thrones. You get me?
So she is younger.
I think
I didn't think she was the same girl.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying because she's much younger. I think like she's to me at least. I'm pretty sure she's younger. Like she's delivering very well for also being younger. That's all I'm saying. Because I thought her. Yeah. You're like, oh, she's like the diet version. I'm like, no, I think she's doing so well.
Me too.
I'm like, oh, she's so funny. She's
also, when they were chasing her, I was like, how y'all not catching this little girl? She was doing a slight jog. Like, I know it's supposed to be like, oh, she's giving them the flip. But every time they would watch her run, she'd be like taking these little tiny baby steps. And I'm like, she ain't trying to get away from nobody. If y'all don't catch her.
I was like, this poor little girl. She's doing so well.
Okay.
You're great, little girl.
American Horror Story.
Yes.
So
So we all agree that Coven could be its own series, right?
Yeah. We do.
Give it all to me. Okay, so there was a point where I think it was after Madison got killed, but before she got resurrected, and they were like were trying to bring.
We'll figure it out. I guess it's when she was in hell. When she was in hell, right? For like a hot minute.
Come on, Tink Tink. Come on, Tink Tink. Pull it out.
Where Zoe had
all right,
brought out.
I'm not doing this.
We're gonna have to come back to this.
They were like, "Oh."
I just hate that every time like we start to like pick it up again, that's when he like starts up.
Oh yes.
We lost.
Right. So I think Covenant wasn't a fair choice for us to say what should be our season because that's so obvious, right? So pick another one. Pick another show, another season that you think will be good.
Well, I said Cult. You
said Cult. Okay,
I still think Cult for sure because that one honestly was actually phenomenal. Like I love Coven because I love like witches and stuff, but like writing wise and layer wise and plot twists and relevancy, I thought that was really really well done for Cult.
I agree.
And then what's his face? Oh, sorry, really fast. What's his name? The white boy who played the big bad, the mastermind.
Oh, right, Evan Peters, his best one.
Oh my god! But he's improved so much. Okay, so here's the thing.
Oh my god!
I began watching with Coven, which is season 3, and then besides that, I watched Hotel, which was season 4, 5, 4, maybe 5. Okay, yeah. So then those were the only 2 seasons that I had watched, and then now watching them now, I'm like, oh, this bitch has improved. Like, you know what I mean? From season 3, from the acting that I saw to see him do this role in this part, he fucking killed in Cult. Like, I was
my gosh.
Yo.
And he didn't get an Emmy nomination at all.
What? I can't believe it because his acting was beautiful and what an improvement. You know what I mean? Obviously, this is 7 years later or something like that. You know,
yeah.
3, 4, 5
but he was great in a Hotel. I thought playing that character.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. Yes,
James March.
Yes. That's right. That's right. But you know what I mean? It's just like, oh yeah. It's.
I agree with you. He definitely needs his flowers.
Yeah.
And somebody's gonna give them to him.
Me, I'm giving them all out.
Here, Evan Peters, you got your shout out here because you did your thing, and he took a break the last 2 seasons because it's so heavy. And yeah, if you see playing James March and playing that Kai was the cult leader name he played with the blue hair, that was heavy.
Yeah.
He's been playing like heavy stuff for this series, this franchise from the get-go. Like it's a lot.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't have well, he probably does. But you know, him and Roberts were Evan Peters.
Oh,
yeah. Him and Emma Roberts were engaged, but they had some domestic stuff going on. I think on her end, actually. But they had some stuff, so they broke up twice. But Evan Peters, every season to me, he delivers no matter if his role is this big or this big. Because Coven, he was wasted, in my opinion, as the zombie boyfriend. But in the other seasons, he was great. I didn't like Kyle. I didn't like him.
Kyle either.
Honestly, I loved him as Kyle because it's a whole different thing to act as if you don't know how to talk and you're like you don't know how things work. Like being able to convey being a beast of just raw not emotion but intuition.
Yeah. No, he does. He did his thing.
He
for sure
wouldn't. It was just in the dichotomy between when he would like flash back to when he was Kyle, and when he's like the Beast.
We can say that man. He's such a good actor that when they gave him the zombie role, he acted the shit out of that zombie.
And did.
He gave that zombie life, bitch.
He does have an Emmy now. 1 second.
He better.
Oh, does he? Good for him.
Yeah, but I was mad that he didn't get
If
one
not for that, then for Pose.
Caught.
He's so good in Pose. Oh my gosh.
Wait, he's in Pose?
First season.
First
yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the first season. He's Angel's first boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh yeah. No, that was the one that was like
Did you
buying
watch it?
her like got her apartment and all this stuff, and
they got rid of him though, right? He was wilding
Yeah,
out
at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Because
like,
he
his
didn't divorce his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's him. That was him. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So this sort of he got a Emmy for Mayor of Easton. He didn't get one for American Horror Story.
That's crazy. But I mean,
that is crazy.
That's crazy.
That's wrong.
Wow. But that this is a great segue to our next question, which is, what is our favorite performances?
Oh, Kai, hands down. That made you took it from me.
You're wrong. It's Patti LaBelle.
Performances. I'm gonna jump around. I'm gonna leave Coven because we can sit here all day. I'm gonna leave Coven.
No, I want to say Angela Bassett, Marie Laveau, and then Kathy Bates' character in Coven.
Madame Delphine Lalaurie.
Yes, because of the historical context of that one.
Also her as like the female Anton LaFay in Apocalypse as well. Also, I liked.
Yeah, he was good, right?
I enjoyed because she was okay. So Anton LaFay is like they showed him in there, but she was supposed to be like his life. You know what I mean? She was supposed to be, her character actually like her backstory is his backstory. So it's like, oh, okay, that was cool. So they and like her her cut, like her being this satanic cultist, I thought that was really well done for me as well. So yeah, there's around
when Kathy Bates was casted as Marie Laveau. I didn't really, because at that time they were doing the mystery thing. Excuse me, I didn't know what to expect. But Kathy Bates, bitch, as much as I hated that character, you slayed us with Madame Delphine Lalaurie. You slayed us.
I hated her, but loved her.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, all the time.
And she's and you, leader of the dim. She's just said so many good lines and so many rude things.
And then she carried that over. I felt into The Butcher when she was in Roanoke.
Oh.
I felt like and she shined in that one as well.
I am the butcher.
Yeah.
Did everybody make? Did anybody?
And then the fact that she was Agnes in the end, and that whole thing, I was like, oh my god, Kathy, you're fucking killing me. You did this so well. She was like, I just wanted to do this. I just wanted to be this person.
I wanted to be on the show.
I just wanted to be on the show. And I was like, okay.
Just.
Roanoke is actually in my top 3 seasons that I really love. Ricky, did you get the Roanoke?
I haven't gotten Roanoke yet.
Oh god, it was good though.
I started the first episode of Apocalypse, and can I just say that what's her name, Leslie? I love Leslie.
Leslie Grosby. Oh yes. God, yeah.
Okay, mainly because I remember her from. This is a throwback back in the trenches of WB Popular. That's like one season.
Ryan Murphy.
Yes. See, he's had his hand in so many things, but no, like I loved her character in Popular, and like I love seeing her pop up in different things. And it's not like she necessarily plays the same character every time, but she's kind of typecast. But I love her typecast though.
Yeah, she was good in Cursed. I'm not Cursed, but damn, Paul. Damn, what's wrong with me? What's the name of that season? With the clowns and elections, we were just talking about it.
Oh,
Colt. Yeah, she was good in Colt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love her.
I thought she was good in Apocalypse. Honestly, I thought.
Apocalypse too.
Yeah, I actually liked her. I think more after I got we knew the continuity.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I thought she was just this bitchy socialite. She probably is that, honestly, but they maxed her out when they get her makeover.
Yeah.
And Matt, they were like, we made you like Madison. And she was like, oh, and then Matt was like, consider the upgrade.
She's just like, is it that bad? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
No, but you were absolutely fabulous.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I love her though.
Yes and no. It's like no, because I would take everything that you warned, but yes, because your personality is a little much.
She has a particular type of comedic timing when it comes to different like these. Yeah, she's great. I love her.
Listen, you're being a lot of this, and we need to tone it down a little bit.
Bring it down just a little bit, because her bitchiness versus Emma Roberts, they have two different types, and they both are funny. But Leslie Grossman, once you see her like the other seasons, like she's in the most recent one was season 10. She is so good in that one. She plays like this bitchy publicist, of course.
I think it's because like no matter what character she plays, she always has like a southern twang to her voice.
And that
she does.
So she's got that southern bitchy bellness to her that carries so well.
Yeah.
And who doesn't love that?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
One of my favorite performances. I'm trying to think. Do I have any moments where I cried watching American Horror Story? I don't think so.
I did.
Oh, I cried. I cried in Coven. I cried when she was watching the. It wasn't Roots. It was one of those movies right before Hank, Cordelia's husband, killed everybody in Laveau's shop, and Marie had to watch those videos. That was emotional for me.
Honestly, when Cordelia's exit, I cried.
On Apocalypse?
Yeah, and then honestly, but the best part was, all right. So then, yes, I cried a little bit, but it was following a really nice high, because that one line when she was like, what was it? Oh, you're gonna watch me die, but it's not gonna be satisfying. And I was like, yes, bitch. I was like, fucking do it. Like
your father is one, but my sisters are many, motherfucker. And she stabbed herself in the chest.
Right.
No!
That was it. I was
like, no! Wait, Ricky, you haven't seen that. You haven't got that far, have you?
Sorry.
That's fine. No, it's okay.
Really no, but she went out in fucking fashion, I have to say. So, but
I will just say this: the fight to become supreme was a huge part of Coven, and then to find out in Apocalypse that there could be another one pissed me off, because I was like, wait a minute. I know Cordelia used a lot of her powers to do something,
and not just any other one, but a male one.
Oh, that.
We're getting there. But but there wasn't more than one. No, there never was more than one.
Mallory.
But Mallory was just on the ride. And the
until Cordelia did what she did, yeah.
Right. And then as far as the male, I get what you were saying, because the male passing the seven wonders.
Bastard.
Yeah.
He showed out in that school though. I will say that.
He technically wasn't like a regular warlock though, which is the point.
He wasn't a warlock at all. He was
a demon. So that's why he passed.
I have all these powers.
Yeah, he was like the son of Satan and things, essentially. You know what I mean? So it's like his ability to pass the test. I feel like it's invalid, because he's not just a regular witch passing the test and then being the supreme because you are an exceptional witch. It's like, no, he could pass these tests because he's an exception.
I can just pass these tests, whatever. I'm Satan's son. I can do all this shit.
These are all his
I can do all this shit.
But
I
don't know. So I feel like there was not more than one supreme, but they were existing at the same time. But so did Cordelia and Jessica Lange and her mother when she was rising in power. Her mother was falling in power. They were still alive at the same time. It's just that give and take.
How do we feel about that cost? You get 30 years of perfect health and perfect beauty to be supreme. You get that automatically.
So do you know what I like about that is just how it is so reflective of like a woman's career in Hollywood, for example. And it's cool how they write these, and like in music industry too, to be honest. Actually, and women in music industry, it's even much shorter. But like in Hollywood, like, they give women 30 years. You get from 20 to about, and 50 is pushing it because it's hard to get work at that time. You have to have been an established actress by then. And by then you're not getting, you're not getting bombshell roles anymore at 50. They're giving you, grandma roles at that point. So,
absolutely.
So it's a whole different thing. So I felt like that was also very reflective of like, a woman's journey in professional careers, period. How it's
her prime.
Yeah, her prime. It's always
prime.
Yeah, it's always very limited in that way.
Ricky, how does that concept and how does that register with you, or how does that?
It's very interesting that's brought up because when you think of like some of the actresses that are on that show, some of them have been in the industry for a very, very long time. There's some heavy hitters. And then some of them are still not necessarily getting their shine that they need to. I would say Angela Bassett is someone that's probably in the last decade is starting to get more shine and work.
And after Coven, to be honest, I feel like Coven.
Right, true. And and for those of us that have known Angela Bassett as far as like Black media, so like we know her as Tina Turner, we know her as Katherine Jackson from the Jackson 5 miniseries, like
Bernie from Wait to Excel,
right? Stella, like we've known, like she's been in the industry for a long time, and her and her husband, honestly. But like I feel like after Coven, they finally saw like which I hate to say that, they saw her worth. What she can bring, because like she's been in a couple of things, like not necessarily movies, but like TV series.
Yeah.
Since
also,
then,
they listen to the internet a lot, especially starting then, like a little bit, especially much so now. Like a lot of shows will change their current content to go with the times, just because like the internet chatter said something else, they'll change the entire storyline just to go with what the fans want. But the point being was that I think that when she revived with this, like I remember it being like a big thing.
It was.
Right. Like back, she's coming back for American Horror Story, and that was actually one of the big selling parts. Was like I didn't care about really much else. You were like witches, and then Angela Bassett, and I was like, that was it. That's all.
Right. Like honestly, like.
Lange and Kathy Bates. I was like, oh.
Like honestly, like for me, like Angela Bassett was a selling point for me to start watching anything. Coven, for sure. And Gabby Sidibe too. But like Angela Bassett playing Marie Laveau, and like seeing some of the gifs and the memes and like the little clips of her just like embodying this character.
Bodied that character, baby.
And then
bodied it.
And like the historical context of it, and like the societal context of it, like that was a drawing point for me for that particular series.
Yeah.
But what I appreciate about the franchise in general, because of the fact that like Jessica Lange and Kathy Bates and Angela Bassett, like not necessarily, they're not like these are like their comeback things, but these are just things that give them like solid work to do.
Yeah.
I mean, like we've seen Jessica Lange in other, like many other things since then. Like she did Ratchet. And Kathy Bates I think Kathy Bates is gonna be fine either way, because she's been in the industry for so long. It's just
oh my god,
yeah, she's a legend. But
what I mean is, I think it just gave the industry a glimpse of their staying power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yes, very true.
Bring fans to a franchise just by their name, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
not just, and like new fans. That was the big thing, you know what I mean? Because like we're a younger generation. I mean, well, you know, maybe not so much us. You know what I mean? I feel like
Well, no, because think about it though, like Angela Bassett had been in the game for a while by the time, like
yeah, but like now,
like we grew up like seeing
Yeah,
Angela
that's it.
Bassett
We
as
grew up
being
with it,
like
yeah.
at least established.
she was, but yeah, but I feel like her target demographic and like some of those movies weren't ours. You know what I mean? Like Waiting to Exhale and stuff. I was much too young to be watching that. Is why I say that. I did, but it's just,
Right.
but it's like okay, but that wasn't really technically my age.
But even then, though, like, and that's a whole like Waiting to Excel is a whole nother demographic in general. Like that's
Oh yeah,
Black women and like Black women of a certain age, or a certain time in their life, and like even Stella Hostile got a groove back. That was really Black women and Black women of a certain time in their life.
Yeah,
and you know, granted, like as kids, we might have seen it because you know my mom's watching it, so if mom lets me watch, I'll watch it too. But like by that point, like I was still in elementary school when those movies came out, and like
yeah, I was young too. Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's like the fact that she was able to still pull out, you know, like the younger generation was.
I remember the promo for Coven, and it was the three of those ladies, but they had masks on, so you didn't know who they were, and they dropped their mask, and I promise you, people lost their shit.
Yeah,
people lost their shit. Now, we knew these ladies were like amazing, right? But think about the generation maybe behind us, or maybe a few behind us, two behind us. You know Angela Bassett because you've seen Tina Turner for sure. You may have seen Misery if that's your genre. But the performances you wasn't ready for. You wasn't ready for them to commit to those roles and really become these two characters. And they committed. Each season, these actresses were in their roles. They were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Angela Bassett played in Hotel. She played like this celebrity socialite, but she's also a vampire too, with the Countess. And she was her girlfriend. She was fabulous.
Oh, so I gotta make a correction. So it wasn't Jessica Lange that was in Ratchet. It was Sarah Paulson. Sarah Paulson has found a new for.
Okay, stop. Yes, Sarah Paulson. I was gonna say, I think sometimes that they wrote American Horror Story just to give this bitch roles and just to get her to play. They were like Sarah Paulson.
Like, whatever, man. Get your check.
She was in Nip Tuck too, so
she said, "I'm not gonna fumble this bag." Whatever.
She's doing amazing jobs though.
Every season. What am I doing this season? What am I doing this season? Sure, I'll play Cordelia again. Whatever.
Yes, but now, okay, so now we can come to her. The Barbara Walters. What is her name? Something Waters.
Lana Winters.
Lana Winters. I'm sorry. That is the character. That is the only character. And the fact that they brought her in like a few different other like seasons, I was like, yes, bring her back. Give her all.
Baby, when she popped up in Roanoke, I was like, yes, Lana. Yes, show back up.
Cult, I think she was in
Cult.
Oh,
they did.
It was like a whole interview series, a Barbara Walters series kind of thing for like the president and shit or whatever. But
Sarah Paulson does no wrong. She is now that Jessica Lange has sort of left the franchise, she's the reigning queen of American Horror Story. And by right,
she took the supreme spot. Like
she is the supreme. That is true.
But rightfully so, though.
Oh, because, she is so much. Go ahead.
Because if you think about it, though, Sarah Paulson has probably been in the most seasons.
Yes, she has.
Yeah. I mean, like, granted, she wasn't in the first season, but she's been in just about every season since then.
She was in the first season.
She was? What did she do in the first season?
She played Billie Dean Howard, Psychic to the Stars.
Oh.
And she had a cameo. Yeah, she's been in since season 1.
Right, so she, like, if anybody was going to be, it's going to be Sarah Paulson.
Her. Yeah. And she constantly delivers, and I think she really created a lane for herself that provided her other opportunities, because in Ratchet, she was everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So yes, Jermaine, Angela Bassett is out here doing big on TV. Like she really has, because she's on another main network,
Ryan Murphy show, 911, which I think she's now the highest paid female actress on television.
See,
I think so.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, like I think this was a good, not necessarily a comeback, but like a good boost of showing her range. Like we know Angela Bassett has range. It's just that
Yeah.
this was another way to say like she's been mostly in movies up until this point, though.
Yeah.
For her to be in like a TV series and like be a regular, that's awesome.
And honestly, most actors, I feel like it's funny because we're like, oh, big movie actors, who's, you know, like as if the big movie actors are the more important ones, you know, than the TV sitcom ones.
You know, I would be a TV actor if you let me be on a TV show. I could be a recurring character for a couple of seasons. Give me like 3 seasons, and you go into syndication. Heck yeah!
That's old Hollywood thinking.
Anyway.
That's old Hollywood thinking, because you know being on TV was not the thing. You were not going to put me on TV if I'm a main actress back in, you know, the 80s and 70s and the 80s. Yeah. You're not going to put me on television. But now all them hoes are running to television because it takes me 3 months to film. I get this check and I can go do something else or go mind my business.
Right. No, really, you can. Like,
yeah.
A lot of times, if you're a regular, they'll adjust to your schedule for the most part.
Yeah.
You know, like you film for that time, get the rest of the time off to do other projects, and then
can you come back for checks. 2 weeks? Sure.
Look, your show's probably gonna be streamed for a while. Look, give me my residual checks.
Would you like to come on Supernatural for an arc? Yeah. Why not? Yeah, I'm sure this already in syndication. Great.
Look, and the thing is that like when you get to those shows, particularly with certain networks, like you're now officially in their lineup of actors to pull for something else. Like I promise you, so many times like you could have been like a recurring character on one show, they're probably gonna make you a regular character on another one like the next year.
CW is famous for that.
Yeah, and I get like you get more money up. I think you get more money up front as a movie actor, but I think because of the bigger budget and the wider audience, but like I think the continuous money for those of us that, you know, I'm thinking long term. Yes, I'll do a movie. Yeah. But like long term, I don't mind getting what's his name? With the exception of what's his name? Crap. He did the singing voice for Simba on Lion King.
Jonathan.
No, not the speaky voice, not JTT.
Oh.
He was also in the Jackson. He played Michael Jackson in the Michael Jackson the Jackson 5 miniseries.
Oh,
was the older brother and smart guy, and like he's been in like TV for years.
Jason Weaver,
yes, he's still getting residual checks for Lion King.
Oh yeah, for Lion King, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
for life.
Because his mama set him up right. They said you have to give us a little cute check for this one time. No,
all the way. That's him. That's his bitch.
Like I can't wait to be king. Like he still gets money for that song. Still,
run me my check every time.
Run me my check, and that's on Mom.
Yeah. No, I was talking about he did a song with Chingy back in the day, like 1990.
Oh yeah. Well, you know he's been in and out of acting. You know he does little stuff here and there, but like give me a couple residual checks.
Technically,
I'll be all right.
Yeah, for sure. If you telling me that I can balance my life with my kids and my family, come on set for 3 months and then leave and come back and take a break, or do this show for 3 months, go film over here for 6 months, go spend 1 month at home, and then boom. That's my year? Yeah, for sure. And I'm on 6 different projects. Where is Jason Weaver?
He's collecting checks, and then otherwise
I'm telling you, he's still collecting Lion King checks.
Yes.
And he is.
And he's still acting here and there. Yeah. But I bet he's getting some residual checks for Smart Guy too.
His net worth is $4 million.
He all right. He doing all right.
Yeah, he's fine.
Look,
he's fine.
Can you look up my net worth?
Can I just say, like, if I were to be like that, get that residual check and still be worth that much, I would be moving to the smallest, low-keyest place ever to make that money run as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be in LA.
Oh no.
No.
And if I decided not to work, yes, I wouldn't be in it. If I was working, probably so. But like if I was like, you know what, I made my coin, I got this, my family, I don't want all that drama, out of here, out of the country. We'll see y'all later. Like Tina Turner, she got the message. I'm out of here.
A whole expat. Tevin Campbell's somewhere around Twitter. He hangs around Twitter sometimes.
He does. He's still singing the places. So I have another question for you guys as we get ready to sort of wrap things up shortly. Who is your out of all the seasons that we watched? Who's your favorite antagonist and protagonist?
Okay.
My antagonist is actually, I think mine is Fiona Good. But that's only because I loved her character so much. But the Butcher may be my favorite one.
Your favorite antagonist?
I think so, yeah.
Mine actually has to be Kai. That bitch was so. He was so good. He did such a good job, and then he was so snaky, and like the whole thing. I was like, the way he played that character, because he was such a mastermind, and he didn't really do anything
besides lead.
He didn't. Everyone else did all the crazy shit. He just, he did a few things, you know what I mean. But he mostly coerced other people into being the real bad guys, you know what I mean. While he just kind of sat back. It was masterful, I thought. So
yeah,
him, and then yeah. I was gonna say
I agree with you.
Any character that what's her name played, she was Lee in Roanoke. Well, no, Lee was like two people, not Angela Bassett, but she played.
Who Lee? The real Lee. What is her name? Oh my god.
Her anything she played. Protagonist, antagonist, any role that she was in for this whole thing, it was.
Didn't she kill it?
She did. She really low key. She did. I felt like, you know what I mean. I felt like no one really gave her performances enough credit, like at least not on the internet that I saw.
Adina Porter, that's her name.
Adina Porter, she so good in every role, everything that she did.
Every single fucking role that she's in on this show, she's amazing.
Yeah, she's another one.
I thought the Roanoke cast was probably the most diverse cast as far as like who was front and center of it, and I thought Cuba Gooding Jr. was a great addition.
Yeah.
I thought he was so good. And him and Angela Bassett playing brother and sister when they actually played mother and son in Boys in the Hood, super dope.
Yeah,
so that was nice to see them together again. And them as, you know, spoiler alert, but Roanoke is one of my favorites because it has like 3 different seasons in one. And the second part when the mask is off and they're the actors, they nailed it. Angela Bassett nailed it. Sarah Paulson fucking nailed it as Audrey Tyndall. She was so funny in that part. Yeah. And Cuba Gooding Jr. was just like the handsome asshole, which, you know, I don't know if he's like that in real life, but he did play O.J. Simpson. So he did that role really well.
Yeah, he did. The only thing, towards the end, I couldn't stand Sarah Paulson as the actress. I was like, bitch, stop crying. All you're doing is crying. I'm like, run. She's like, no, stop and cry. I'm like, no, run.
Yeah, stop crying. Damn.
Oh,
I'm not from here. I'm not used to all this carnage.
Okay, the ones that I've seen, Roanoke was the scariest one for me.
Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, but Jermaine says American Horror Stories where actors of the 80s and 90s come to live again. CW is where they go to die. And I oop.
And
I
oop. CW is apparently where everyone goes to die at this point.
Obviously, and they are still making horrible ass choices over there. Still,
look. I think the only one that is still surviving over there, and that just barely is what's his name?
Jared Padalecki.
No, not him. He plays Iris's dad in The Flash.
Him from Rent.
Yes, from Rent. Like, I think he's the only one that might still be surviving.
But this is his last season on The Flash, and
okay, so he's gonna make his way out. So
he's getting out of there.
Tides are turning. Okay.
Yeah, he's out of there. But I will agree with you where Roanoke did have a really scary storyline because that's a situation. And here's the thing for me, like, what would I do in this situation to make me scared? Like, would I be scared in this situation, right? And Roanoke, absolutely. I'm not one for like playing around outside and ghosts and shit. People throwing. No, we're not doing it. We're gonna pack up this house and go stay with somebody else.
Spirit. Ooh. The spirit.
But I haven't. Leslie was there. Leslie Jordan.
Oh my God, Leslie Jordan was everything as Cricket.
He was the fucking medium. I'm here for it.
He said, Leslie Jordan said, I heard the spirit call to me, but not by any means like AT&T or Sprint. I was like, He was so good. He was so good. And he died terribly.
Oh, no.
Honestly, that was the thing, because growing up, like, even the deaths, I was like, well, I don't think I can really watch them. Like, most of them I couldn't.
Yeah, it was bad. Most of them bad.
Those were, like, the bitch who got quartered, I was like, not expecting this.
I didn't know how they put people on the stake, not other than tying them on it, but there's other ways to put people on them, and the way that they did that looks very, 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 very painful.
Yes.
I'm
sorry, but can we look at this comment about Jermaine?
Also, I think Cole Sprouse. Let's hope that Cole Sprouse will pop onto somebody's DC or Marvel film and move on with it.
Okay, so where has Dylan been though? Like, I've seen like Cole
on The Sweet Life.
You still live The Sweet Life.
Cole's been on Riverdale, but I haven't seen Dylan in anything. But then again, I could never tell them apart, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if I did.
Absolutely not. I can't tell them apart either.
No, like it's not like T and Tamara. Like I can't tell the Sprouse twins apart.
Dylan's like,
not at all.
I've been working this whole time.
No, like
wait, what do you mean? I'm on Riverdale.
Right. No, because it used to be like one had a fuller face than the other, and that was it. But it's hard to tell now.
Cut for the same.
They have to dye their hair.
Dylan has
okay.
Lonsdale, sorry.
Okay, so he's indie. He's in the indie films. Okay.
Oh, but he probably directs and writes. Okay, he's one of those. I get it. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Do your thing, baby.
Look, as long as you're making money, that's fine. I don't care. Do what you gotta do.
Oh, you get that check, boo. We believe in that.
Look, Sundance all the way.
So please. So
Sundance
we know that
awards, bitch. They get recognition.
Yes, they do, and they matter.
I'm saying.
And they matter. The Oscars are not the only thing that's important, obviously. Hashtag Will Smith. I'm sorry, but
hashtag the smack.
Oh, I heard that she finally has broken her silence on the.
I mean, yeah.
She said some shit about, I hope these two men find peace. Girl, shut up.
Right? It's like, but weren't you involved?
I mean, sure, but like also, she did not do anything other than roll her eyes. Like, what are you expecting her to really do or say? Like, no, but also keep in mind, Will Smith is a grown ass man, much like Chris Rock is a grown ass man, and that's how they decided to handle their situation. And granted, there's like other things involved. Like Chris Rock has been in this thing over Jada Pinkett Smith for a minute, but anyways, like I said, she didn't say nothing. She didn't do nothing. No one told nobody to do anything.
Yeah, that's true. No, you're right.
They could have handled it after the show.
You're right.
They could have sent the text, "Hey man, that joke was
meet me in the bathroom, bro."
Right, cool. We can handle this. We can handle this on the streets later. But regardless of that, that's not on her. That ain't on her.
No, it's not. It's not.
You're right.
But I didn't even want her to say anything. When shit goes down between Beyonce and Jay-Z, nobody says anything. Jada, I loved you forever, and I still do. You didn't have to say a thing, girl. You don't have to say a thing. You don't owe anybody, neither is Will Smith, in my opinion, but you don't owe anybody a damn thing.
Look, of course, sometimes shit goes down when there's $1 billion in the elevator, okay?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And you know what? That was Cuba Gooding's character in Roanoke, Will Smith. He was basically Will Smith, Will Smith would have been good for that part too, by the way, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all give Will Smith a job. I want to still see him in things.
Yeah, how dare you cancel Bad Boys 4? Rude.
Rude. Like that's not even like an Oscar thing. Like that's like no one's putting a Bad Boy movie up for an Oscar.
No. And if they cancel Bel Air because of this, I'm gonna have a whole attitude.
I think there's supposed to be a season 2 for Bel Air. Like, I hope
Thank
not.
you.
There should be a season. Cause that's some good shit. Like he's not even like on it. Like the thing, like, he's not even on it.
No.
It's whatever. That's a whole other thing. Where it's like y'all are doing the most. Y'all are doing the most when
for no reason.
Like when it's not even for y'all to handle.
Who needed some smacking? Maybe.
I mean, like because things are like the situation. It does not involve anyone else to really handle, except for the folks that it actually involves, and so
exactly.
It doesn't require a cancellation like this.
Anyways.
American Horror Story is known for their amazing locations, whether it's a house, New Orleans, Roanoke, Virginia, what is it called? A circus, a suburb. What has been your favorite location?
There's so much history in New Orleans. I know we talk about Coven a lot, but like the thing with Coven though is that like it really touches on some real cultural things because granted, like a lot of the main witches in the show were white. But if we're talking about being in New Orleans, I need to see some black witches. I need to see some hoodoo and some voodoo. But it touched on that a little bit, and I appreciate that. And it touched like the grave sites, and like I think that's part of the reason why I like the originals too, because it tapped into some of that. Not as nuanced, but it tapped into it a little bit. The first episode of Apocalypse, where they're all in like Santa Monica, LA, and like everyone is like freaking out, like someone's like throwing themselves off a building, and like that's like pure like apocalyptic, like everyone's freaking out. Society's gone to shit within like an hour because they have no clue what they're going to do. And like it has very little to do with the location itself, but it's just the scene of you're in a major city and you just find out like it's possibly the end of days. What the hell's gonna happen? Like traffic, people scrambling.
Get me to the airport.
Big city. Folks are gonna get real antsy.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know if I would even leave my apartment. I think if that announcement happened, something like that really happened, I don't think I would leave my apartment because the roads are gonna be trash.
I would probably, you know what? I would say a prayer and probably buckle down.
Yeah, I think it's a wrap. Yeah.
Maybe hide in the bathroom at best.
At the bathtub, or take everything out of my refrigerator and get inside. That's the most I got for you.
Yeah. I get scared of like maybe getting like stuck in there, like locked in there because there's something like.
Or if it falls on top of it, yeah, that'd be really horrible.
I'd probably just like
yourself in there.
I'd probably go to the bathroom and just.
You know what I do? You know what? No, you gotta drag it underneath the threshold of some sort, under one of the thresholds, because that's supposed to be like one of the most sturdy places.
Like the frame.
In any establishment is under a threshold. Drag it under there and then get inside that bitch. Because it'll help keep it.
I'm in a high rise, so I don't know what to do with this bitch because it's just gonna tumble. I already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, the whole thing's going down.
I might as well just either get outside or just turn on TV.
They usually say like in those situations like a bomb shelter or something like that, but like usually that's somewhere underground, like it's somewhere low. Yeah. And so you're not necessarily having like falling down with all the debris or like there's less things like I don't know. But I'm just saying if that were the case for me, I'd be like, we don't have to just buckle down, we ain't going nowhere.
Don't sorry guys.
I probably don't have enough gas in my car to get us anywhere quickly. Just, I love
I'm
y'all.
gonna definitely
Let's cuddle.
I'm gonna definitely pull a Titanic and sit in this bathtub while everything fills up with water, and go to bed holding my kids. Yeah, for sure.
Yep, that's it.
Unless I had magic, and then it's a whole nother conversation.
Look, exactly that.
What is this?
I'll talk about this. Do we have another commercial, or is this?
We can do another commercial real quick and like wrap things up.
Perfection.
Heads up, y'all. I know we didn't really promote it as such, but this will be the last episode for the season.
Yeah.
The finale.
The season finale. We're gonna be taking us a break. Because life be living.
Life be living.
Life be living. So here's a short commercial. 20 seconds. Get ready. Jermaine brought up a good point. So, what if your magic powers are useless in a tidal wave disaster? Look, we're gonna be shit out of luck. Okay, we're gonna be shit out of luck.
Yeah, there's only so much you could do.
Yeah. Are we doing a Pride episode?
I didn't think so.
I think we would have done one, but we had to skip a week, so we might have to.
We'll think about it.
About Coven, that's pretty gay.
Yep.
That's pridey.
That's pretty pridey. the most loved that one.
Yeah, that's
so.
So for Coven, my friend, his name is Ikea. He ordered me something for my birthday that I wanted to share with everyone, and it relates.
Did you get yourself a wand? Is it a wand?
Is it what
I did.
Is it what I think it is? Yes.
I have Voldemort's wand, so he picked the right one for me.
Ooh. Nice.
Yes.
Harry Potter. It is so cute, guys.
Wait,
and it comes with like a little map.
What's Voldemort's wand made out of?
Phoenix feather, right?
I thought that was the other one. Oh.
No, because there's a twin one.
Oh, that's right.
Voldemort and Harry have a twin one.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're talking about the Elder Wand, which is different.
Yeah, maybe
he stole that one. Oh, the Elder Wand, yeah. No, my friend, he got the Elder Wand, and it's pretty, too.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, it is. Well, guys, tonight was fun. I mean, it sort of turned into American Horror Story, but we told you guys what was going to happen tonight.
It was going to be
we said it, we were going to Coven. We said it. We told you. Sorry.
I mean, like if you've been watching us long enough, you know that we love us some witches.
Yeah.
No,
and honestly, it was probably one of the better ones, I will say. Okay, let's go this route then. Out of all of them, which do you think was the best as far as like horror goes? Which one stayed best to the genre?
I'll give that to Tamon to answer.
Yeah, that's who I'm at. It's kind of what I'm asking.
Ooh, he's contemplating.
Oh, right.
This is something I would have thought he would have had like a immediate answer. Oh no, he's thinking.
Because some of them are so like close.
Weird.
Because honestly, Murder House, that's horror.
That really is
that
horror.
That is like focused horror that we've all seen for years about a haunted house. We get that. And then the Asylum was new, but the Asylum was terrifying. Coven, that wasn't horror to me. It focused more on America's history's horror, which is cool. So It talked about slavery and racism and all prejudice. So I think American Horror Story season Coven did that. Freak Show, I wasn't one of my favorites. 5 was Hotel, wasn't scary. 6 was Roanoke. 7 was Cult. 8 was Apocalypse, and 9 was A Haunted Campground, and 10 was his last season. It's gonna be season 1.
I would say
I
that.
think.
Yeah.
I think it's season 1 as far as like horror, straight up horror goes. Yeah, that's pretty bad. You move into this house after your husband cheats on you, and people start dying, and then you find out that you're dead. It's just like so much. It's like it was terrifying.
Yeah.
The twist at the end of that season was good.
Yeah, I think that's like quintessential like horror.
Yeah,
like,
101 haunted
yeah,
house.
In a whole mini series and like all these jump scares and turns and like all this like just that's it. I would agree.
American Horror, Murder House. It's classic horror to its heart.
Okay. All right.
As much as you can do for TV. Yeah.
Right. I mean, everybody can't be Chucky, so.
No.
Speaking of season 2, they are filming currently, and I can't leave here today without telling everybody the breaking news of Neve Campbell not returning back for Scream 6 was announced today. Know your
word.
Like, you okay? You okay? I was like, yeah, they didn't pay my girl. End of discussion.
I'm sorry, but I'm a staple in this entire movie franchise. What you mean you're not gonna pay me?
It's my franchise, ho.
Hello.
I got mad. I'm sorry. I got really upset about
that. I ain't mad at it. If I'm gonna be mad at anybody, it's the folks that was trying to pay her.
Paramount.
Right? Yeah, that's on y'all.
Yeah. They're getting sued too, so I get they're in the middle of a lawsuit.
Look.
Whatever. I'm still going to go see it regardless. It's just the fact that this is the first time. But Courtney Cox is there. She's my favorite. Courtney Cox is there. She's one of the main characters. Hayden Panettiere is back, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I mean, that gives you a whole other year to maybe save up your coins and offer her the right amount of money. Okay.
Or kill some of these other people and then give her more money. Bye.
Right, there you go.
We don't need these other characters.
I mean,
yeah. She has kids now. She's married. Sydney has kids and she's married. It's fine. Just say she's living her life. Bye. See y'all later. Right. She doesn't have to come back.
She doesn't have to. I think it'd be good to see her, but I don't think. But if you're going to have her and have her play a significant role, like she was in this last movie, she was a significant role in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be about her.
But also, like she's literally like the original of original characters on that franchise. So if you're going to have her, make it worth her time.
Right.
Yeah. So I think she filmed for like 3 to 6 weeks in the last film. This time, this script, she has more screen time, so she's more present. We're getting Sydney back in the forefront, and you wouldn't pay her for that.
Yeah, right. Exactly, Jermaine. They'll learn their lesson, and she'll be back for Scream 7. Yeah, exactly.
And that part, and maybe this could all be publicity too. This could all be like, okay, we're gonna get because they're known for that. We're gonna get our fans hyped up, and she's gonna have a cameo on Scream 6 for like 20 seconds to lead her into Scream 7. Right. Sure.
Watch it be like a deleted scene from the last one that they inserted in there.
Bitch.
Or just her voice and her lips. Hello?
Right.
Right. Not even. Right. All they did was record her voice over the phone and some other
lips. Do you think they would kill her off scene?
What? Hell no.
They wouldn't dare.
She won't be killed. She's already said that. After David Arquette in Scream 5, she made a thing that she's not going to be killed at all, which I support that. And if they killed Sidney Prescott off camera, you might as well get ready for the internet to destroy this movie. Oh, that's rude. That's fuck.
That's rude.
But I had to talk about that today because that's been a huge thing that's been going on in the horror movie community about Neve Campbell standing up for herself and not letting them pay her pennies when she's the star.
That shit.
Yeah, but if she was a man, it wouldn't be that conversation. So yeah, that was my final thought. We won't see her again until Scream 9 when one of her kids goes nuts and become. Do it, baby. That's fine. If Jamie Lee Curtis can be 600 years old playing Laurie Strode still, so can Sidney Prescott.
Yes.
Do it. That's okay.
Yes. And that's okay. I think it's going to give us time to see these other actors who's been in the franchise too. Because Hayden Panettiere was a favorite that's coming back also. for the first time since Scream 4, and the people are like, I think she's like the lead, maybe. But everyone's excited. But hey, we will find out. And when it's time for the movie to come out, you can find us right back here at Geeking Out, talking about all the Scream 6 news for season 3. Maybe is that season 3? Yeah. What's next season?
3.
Oh, we'll definitely circle back to this for season 3 to talk about Scream. It comes out March 23rd of 2022. So they are pushing this shit out. They started filming today in Canada.
Yes.
I'm really excited.
So like you'll see us sometime back in like August. We're gonna take the summer off, take a little reset. You might see some special content here and there because there's things gonna be happening during the summer. Like there's too many Marvel films that are coming out in the next few months to not.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Too many things. Also, The Boys, they just brought out season 3, so we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
So
I gotta watch that soon. Like, if I can just get my kids away from the TV so I can watch something for myself, that'd be great.
I don't think they're ready for The Boys yet.
Who?
Your kids.
Oh no, not for them. For me.
Okay.
The Boys is for me.
Right.
Yes, God.
Yeah. That's mommy television, okay?
Oh, okay. Yes, we got renewed. Thanks. Yes, we got renewed. The CW didn't chop us. The CW didn't
look. We might be making slightly more money than the CW is. We might be.
We are here for that.
Oh, that tickled me so much.
That was a lot. That was really shade, girl.
That was really shade. Well, you heard it here first, guys. We make more money than... Okay. But guys, make sure that you guys subscribe so we can keep getting our seasons back.
Right.
So make sure that you continue to subscribe, share, follow, all of that good stuff. And then once you do all that and you saw episodes, you love this episode tonight, go back and watch our other episodes because they're all great.
Yes, absolutely.
If you are someone that isn't able to necessarily watch, or if you missed an episode, like go listen to us on Anchor. So, so we actually have it like just the audio on Anchor.com, which you can also hear us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that fun stuff. So.
Anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Anywhere you can listen.
Right. Be there.
If you have
we're there.
We're here for you.
We're here for
you. There's always help at Hogwarts or whatever they say. But listen, I'm Tamon Kane. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Amazon Prime. You can find me all those places at Tamon Kane everywhere. Just at Tamon Kane, guys.
Yeah. You can find there's several variations of Ricky Z, so it's always RICKEY Z. There's a hyphen somewhere, there's an underscore somewhere, there's maybe a social somewhere. Like if you go to my link tree, link
that part.
Yeah, link linktr.ee/RICKEYZ. You can get all the links. Just find us on Facebook. You can find us on there too. Like we're around all the social medias. Okay.
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah. We're all over. Well, if you're watching us on Instagram Live, I just dropped you. So we're on field trips. Otherwise, you can find me, Bad Juju. I'm Julian at Bad Juju on most any platform, I guess.
With various levels of cup sizes, either double B's or double D's.
Double B's, double D's. It doesn't matter. I have a cup size for you, but it's gonna be fun.
Yes. Come on, inclusion. Come on.
Yes. I'm for all y'all. I don't
standard cup sizes.
The B's, the D's, it doesn't matter what size. I'm all right.
And then Jermaine, you can find Jermaine on Jaffer. He's on Instagram. He's also on YouTube. I think Jaffer is pretty much his handle for just about everything else. Come by him. That's our jack of all fandoms. He knows enough and a little bit about everything.
That is true.
Yeah.
So if you haven't followed him yet, go ahead and follow him. Thank you all so much for a wonderful season 2. This has been a really great season. We've made some new friends. We have changed up things with our format, and it's been a really good season. It's worked out really well. So yeah, we're excited for season 3. We'll get back to you with like some more stuff, like more things to geek out about, because there's going to be more things to definitely geek out about.
Yeah. It's the summer. It's just not beginning.
Ooh, look. And be on the lookout, because like we might be on Twitch doing like random shit on there. Okay?
Yeah.
Yo, okay, so we are talking a little bit about horror. In the horror game world, Diablo is technically, I would say, like a horror genre.
If I can get that shit to work on my phone, because it takes up so much space.
Oh my god, but Diablo Immortal just came out, and it is so good, y'all. If you like are a gamer and you play Diablo at all, like the mobile version is actually very, very, very much like the full PC, like a full PC game. So it's pretty well done. It's worth a try. So it's gotta take up some room on your phone, but they do have it on PC. Hey,
I need to get on Mac or something, because that's what I got.
You might see that on Twitch. You never know. I might do those on there, but
and if something happens in the world, we may do a special episode. You know,
yes.
Who knows?
Yes. All right, y'all. So that's it for tonight. We love y'all, and we will see y'all again in the future. Peace. Good night.
Peace.